There is a name that reverberates with anonymity and bloodshed in the background of American criminal history, even though he is recognized by the ominous nickname the Silk Perry. Who is this mysterious agent of death, lurking in the shadows of America's long-forgotten killers? Let's try to open the layers of this hidden criminal. During the waning years of the 80s and the onset of the 90s, DC streets bore the unseen footprints of one notorious figure, Wayne "Silk" Perry. His name, etched into the city's grim annals, carried a chilling aura. Each syllable synonymous with ruthlessness, Silk was a shadow, an unerring headhunter, reputed for deeds that blurred the lines between dread and respect. An alleged killer whose infamy was as deep as the mystery surrounding him, until the transformative echoes of faith and nationalism found him. He embraced Islam and stepped into the shoes of a black nationalist, shedding layers of his old persona while maintaining the enigma that cloaked him. The Washington Post, in its bold, unflinching prose, painted Perry as a sinister masterpiece, a heinous murderer whose legacy was indelible as the headlines that chronicled his exploits. Yet, his story didn't merely live within the cold black and white of newspapers. His legend found rhythm and rhyme in the verses of Jay-Z's Tom Ford. The iconic rapper spun lyrical threads around the gangster's tale, immortalizing Silk in a melody that hummed through the annals of music, much like how Silk himself once prowled the streets of DC. In the year 1962, under Georgia's vast skies, a tempest was born in the form of Perry. As if unable to resist the siren's call of the criminal abyss, Perry plunged into the shadowy depths with audacious abandon. In 2005, his voice rippled through the pages of Street Legends Volume 1 as he confessed to Seth Ferrante the inception of his dark odyssey, a mere boy of 12 with feet bathed in earth and defiance, in the year 1974 as Ozzy captured. Swift as the whispers of night, the adolescent Perry danced through the flames of drug trafficking, unfathomable violence, and daring bank heists. By 16, his shadow loomed large on the streets. 1976, a year etched in the bold strokes of Perry's own words, found him entangled in the high-stakes waltz of street hustling and gambling. With the cunning of a seasoned maestro, he wielded crooked dice and masterfully manipulated cards as if imbuing them with his very essence. The murky tapestry of the streets further ensnared Perry as he donned the chilling roles of hitman and sentinel for the enigmatic Harlem drug lord Alberto Alpo Martinez. A phantasmal figure, Perry's name was whispered by law enforcement as the harbinger of cocaine cascading into Washington. His ruthlessness knew no bounds. Witnesses, treacherous comrades, rival dealers, they all faced the finality of Perry's wrath. Tiffany Childs, the guardian of Don Diva magazine's pages, recounted to Ozzy the reverence that shrouded Perry. He was the bulwark, the storm that raged when loyalty was pledged. With Wayne by your side, the night held no terror, for he was both the darkness and the shield. Known by the fluid moniker of Silk and bearing the weighty epithet of the Michael Jordan of the murder game, Perry's infamy was as complex as the man himself. These chilling nicknames offered a glimpse into the chilling ballet of his criminal endeavors. Perry's lethal strokes were orchestrated with such seamless precision, onlookers would find themselves entangled in a labyrinth of shock and disbelief. His murders, according to Guerrilla Convict, unfolded like a haunting dance. The victims, despite standing right in front of their audience, would meet their abrupt end, a bullet piercing their head before the echo of the shot could shatter the silence. The audacious efficiency with which Perry operated left people marooned in a sea of bafflement, forever questioning how the predator could strike so swiftly and smoothly. Perry, the sinewy guard dog and loyal enforcer, served the self-styled Harlem drug emperor Alberto Alpo Martinez. Martinez, infamous for his treacherous whispers, found in Perry a ruthless hitman whose loyalty he commanded. Yet, the cold chains of arrest ensnared Martinez. He betrayed his trusted knight, spilling Perry's secrets like so many fallen dominoes. The threads of Martinez's tale twisted further, ending in a morbid crescendo in October 2021. The once mighty drug lord, who had tasted the bitterness of prison bars for countless murders and graced the echelons of witness protection since 2015 for his traitorous testimonies, met his end. His life was claimed by the ruthless poetry of the streets, a drive-by shooting in the heart of Harlem, the very stage upon which his saga of power and betrayal had played out. As the 1990s unfurled, Perry found the familiar labyrinth of his world shrinking around him. The prying eyes of the FBI watched his every move, the ghostly shadow of betrayal trailing him. Betrayed by Martinez, the year 1993 saw Perry ensnared in a web of charges that bore his name like a damning inscription. First-degree murder, a staggering 27 counts, including witness retaliation, kidnapping, robbery, and the conspiracy to flood the streets with crack cocaine. According to the indictment's chilling script, Perry was painted as the dark puppeteer and executioner behind 8 murders that haunted the years 1989 to 1991. His dance of death, it seemed, left a trail of eerie echoes in its wake. While the cold steel bars of prison encased Perry's body, his spirit initiated a transformative journey. The echo of the Islamic call to prayer seeped into his soul, leading him to embrace a new identity, Nkosi Shaka Zulu L. Alongside his spiritual awakening, he adopted the mantle of a black nationalist, the fire of his convictions burning bright in his eyes. In a heartfelt letter to the youth, penned in 2013, Perry extended his wisdom to the young souls of Washington, D.C., sharing his newfound faith and his dreams for their future. He wrote, "Adversity, crafted by the hands of hypocrites, seeks to drain me mentally, physically, and spiritually. Yet it is in this very struggle I find my strength. All praise belongs to Allah, the creator of my illustrious ancestors, crafted to perfection. Their legacy lives within me, guiding me through this tempest." He drew upon the wisdom shared by his brother Opio, infusing his words with a timeless insight. Adversity is nothing but a nourishing meal for those strong enough to digest it. His musings, captured in the New African 77 blog, offered a solace to the oppressed, urging them to find inspiration in the face of adversity. In a resounding call to the youth, he implored, "Warriors and warriorettes, never let the flame of resistance flicker. Never. By nature, you are strong. Adversity in all its forms can be devoured and transformed into a nourishing feast, for it indeed holds the power to heal us." In the same letter, Perry turned a critical gaze towards his erstwhile comrades from his gangster past. True strength, he mused, is not about surrendering to impulses or desires. It is, in fact, the ability to restrain oneself from acting upon them. Those who possess the courage and fortitude to resist what their lower self yearns to commit, fully aware they cannot shoulder the consequences, are the ones truly worthy of my respect. In his profound wisdom, he denounced those who chose the contrary path, writing, "These are true cowards." He added, "Regrettably, they often become the infamous rats, the whisperers of secrets, the orchestrators of betrayal." In a bitter naming of names, Perry listed Alpo, Rayful, Nicky Barnes, Sammy the Bull, amongst a few. These were the ones in Perry's reformed perspective who chose infamy over honor, betrayal over loyalty, adding a dark tinge to his past life's narrative. Echoing through the confining walls of his prison cell, Perry's voice found its way to the world on August 23, 2018. In a poignant phone interview with the King Earner YouTube channel, he laid bare the metamorphosis his perspective underwent since embracing Allah and the path of Islam. His words carried the weight of transformation. No more should the game be glorified. Enough folly has been committed already. Our actions amount to nothing less than self-inflicted genocide. The sight of our people so fragmented, so divided, fills my heart with sorrow, Perry confessed. The man who once orchestrated the dance of death now envisioned himself a savior. His voice, resolute, echoed his newfound purpose. "My aim is to save our people," affirmed Perry. His words served as a reminder of the solitude he had endured, a lone wolf in isolation for the last 20 years. His transformation thus emerged not just as a spiritual journey, but as a mission to bring about a tangible change in the world outside his cell. The steadily lifting veil of secrecy reveals the terrifying story of America's greatest unrecognized killer, the cruel Wayne "Silk" Perry. The mystery grows, the rumors spread, and the urge to know the truth becomes stronger than ever. So that's all for today, thrill lovers. We hope you loved the video. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.